Good morning. Good morning. Yes, Linda. Yep. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Ho, ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for her, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, and you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Ho, ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for her, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Oh God, I sound wonderful for that today. It is. Yes. Christmas. Oh, yep, I can mute you.
Testing. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor. My name is Linda, and we have Reverend David here, who's going to be our co-host today. I would like to welcome all those who are joining us from Zoom or from YouTube. All those YouTubers out there, welcome to Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor today.
The unity movement embraces the inherent worth and diversity of every individual, fostering an environment of acceptance and respect for all people without distinction of any kind. And we come together to encourage and to support each other in our individual spiritual journeys. So wherever you are in that process, we're delighted to have you join us today. I do want to introduce our music team, which is Adam Bergerman here, and we are so glad to have Adam doing our music today. So give him a warm hand. And we're also glad to have Linda here being our host.
Thank you. And now I'd like to invite you all into prayer. Please let's find that quiet spot within ourselves and turn within. My Advent journey leads me to joy. There is a stirring in the air that calls me to rejoice. The imminent birth of the Christ into humanity is an exciting time. Joy is the welcoming of unconditional love and the deep knowing it is the birthright of all the world's beings. It is the awe felt at the birth of a baby, the scent of crisp, clean air, or watching a comet flame across the night sky. These are some of the wonders that bring me joy. I need not wait for these serendipitous happenings to awaken my joy. As I have embarked on the Advent journey, I have grown in faith, peace, and love. With joy, my Advent journey is nearing completion. This wonderful feeling of deep contentment, a full heart, and tranquil mind leads to the expectancy of the birth of the Christ within, the greatest gift I could receive. Matthew chapter 2, verse 10 says, "When they saw the star had stopped, they were overwhelmed with joy." Amen.
Amen. I do want to let you know that Sean Sharkey is our prayer chaplain. He's right back here in the blue. He is going to be available directly after the service in our little prayer room upstairs. So any of you who would like someone to pray with you, Sean will be the person that will do that for you gladly. And thank you for that service, Sean.
Now, we have a prayer request box right over here, and I filled somebody's name in there this morning, so you can just use that peeper there. There's a place for the name of the person you want to have prayer for, and just put it right in that box, and it will be prayed over by our prayer team.
Also, most of you know, but for those of you who do not, Unity has the oldest established prayer line in the United States. There's a 24/7 prayer line that you can call at any time, any day, and there will be someone there. There's a whole staff of people waiting to pray with you. So if you have a prayer request, and there's no one around, well, there is Silent Unity. And that you can reach that by dialing 1-800-NOW-PRAY.
And so now it's time for some music. Let's see what Adam's got for us now.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday right before Christmas. We wanted to do some fun Christmas songs today after a beautiful candlelight vigil on Friday, which was a bit more traditional. So please join in singing some of these really fun Christmas classics. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the new bird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is passing around. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, oh man, but you can do the job while you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. Face unafraid, the plans that we've made, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he's a circus clown. We'll have lots of fun with Mr. Snowman until the other kitties knock him down. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. To face unafraid the plans that we've made, walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking wonderland. Walking winter wonderland. Thank you.
That was fun.
We just have a little bit of feedback we're going to work out right now. If Tech can just turn down the...
Abraham, can you turn that feedback down for somehow or another? I'm not sure. You know?
Well, we're hearing the playback, and we all sound great today, everyone. Fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not sure if... just if you don't know, don't touch the wrong button. Yeah, we'll just... So I'm not sure how to do it. So just leave it. It will be.
Okay, we'll continue on with the next song. So again, another classic from another favorite movie, claymation from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Burl Ives, Holly Jolly Christmas. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas. And when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Ho, ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for her, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, ho, ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. Somebody waits for her, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Thank you.
Got it.
I'm going to go see what I could do about that. Please continue.
Oh, the joys of technology. So Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor is a progressive spiritual community that emphasizes personal growth, living consciously and making a positive difference in the world. And as part of the New Thought and the Worldwide Unity movement, we strive to be compassionate, inclusive, open-minded, service-oriented, abundant, and spirit-filled.
Unity teaches that each person is a unique individual expression of God. Our realization of that truth evolves as we expand our consciousness through prayer and meditation. Unity emphasizes that we create our experience of life according to the thoughts and feelings we hold in mind. Affirmative prayer is the highest form of creative thought, while meditation stills the mind and heightens our awareness of our oneness with Spirit, each other, and all life. Living from that awareness transforms our lives and the world.
Our affirmation for the month of December is, "This season I release old patterns and welcome the transformative power of new beginnings." Could you please repeat that with me? This season I release old patterns and welcome the transformative power of new beginnings.
And now it's time for some special music. Adam, you're so busy over there.
No problem. Okay, we've muted that just a little bit, so we're good to go now. Thank you again, everyone, for coming today. Happy Sunday right before leading into Christmas. A very sunny Christmas weekend, and it looks like we're going to have a lot of sun as well. So if you have any loved ones traveling over the next few days, I hope they enjoy the trip down to 401 safely. So this is one of my personal favorites. First time I heard this song was actually Kenny G's version on his album, but I love this instrumental, and I think it kind of sums up the spirit of Christmas so nicely. So this is my personal favorite. This is the Christmas song. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks playing in the snow. Everybody knows some turkey and some mistletoe helps to make the season right. Tiny tots their eyes aglow, will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's got lots of toys for little girls and boys to play. And every mother's child is gonna spy to really see if reindeer fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase. Kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times in many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. To you. Merry Christmas, Unity, to all of you. Thank you.
Great job on that, Adam.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. I may move this over here to sort of block the sun. Well, good morning and happy holidays, and welcome to all of those of you that are joining us online, and of course, welcome to each and every one of you here. We're really glad to have you. You know, yesterday was the official first day of winter, and it feels like winter. And this is the coldest day it's been all year to me. And it snowed a little bit. We actually got a little bit more snow across the border than we did here in Windsor. But it reminded me of a story that I want to share with you. And it's the story of this grade 1 teacher who was helping one of her pupils put on his snow boots. And he asked for help, and she could see why. Even with her pulling, him pushing, the little boots just wouldn't go on his feet. By the time they got the second boot on, she had worked up a sweat. By the time she almost cried when the little boy said, "Teacher, they're on the wrong feet." She looked, and sure enough, they were on the wrong feet. So, unfortunately, it wasn't any easier pulling the boots off than it was putting them on. She managed to keep her cool as she worked with the little boy to get the boots back on, this time on the correct feet. Then he announced, "These aren't my boots." She bit her tongue rather than scream like she was feeling like doing. So once again, she struggled to help him pull the ill-fitting boots off of his little feet. No sooner had they taken the boots off when he said, "They're my brother's boots." "But my mom made me wear them today." Now she didn't know whether to laugh or to cry, but she mustered up what grace and courage she had left to wrestle the boots back onto his feet. Helping him into his coat, she asked, "Now where are your mittens?" He said, "I stuffed them in the toes of my boots." The teacher is now on extended mental health day break for at least another week. Anyway, I love that story. So no matter what faith tradition you come from, you are welcome here at Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor. As a spiritual community, we do come together to encourage and to support one another in our individual spiritual journeys. And in doing so, we learn from each other. Many of faith's core values, they share the core values, such as love and compassion and generosity and peace. And the Christmas season highlights these universal principles, bringing people together to reflect on and act upon them collectively. So this past Friday, we had our annual candlelight service, and it was truly beautiful. It was an uplifting experience. I want to thank all of those who were here, who came and participated. We had a great turnout. And in attendance, we had Muslims, Buddhists, Christians, Jews, and many who don't even consider themselves religious at all. We had 6 members of the Husani family. That's the Afghanistan family that we helped sponsor to bring over here from Afghanistan. And they are now here. They arrived this May. And the whole family, with the exception of the eldest son who is in the States right now, they all came for and shared the service with us. So we all came together to sing traditional Christmas carols and pray and meditate and light candles that represented the divine light, love, and presence that lie within each and every one of us. And afterwards, we shared a great potluck. There was an abundance of food, and it was really, truly a joyful experience. So today we're going to look at a little more deeply at Unity's view on the true meaning of Christmas. There's a quote. Could you show that for me? There we go. You know, I had a small part of this quote that I actually used in the Friday service, but I didn't have the whole quote. And then yesterday, I opened up my email, and here the whole quote showed up, and it was from one of my minister friends in British Columbia, who sent several Charles Fillmore quotes around to us saying, here's some quotes you might enjoy. And this quote was the one, part of the one that but I didn't have the whole thing, so now I have it, and it's perfect to introduce this talk. So this is Charles Fillmore. He wrote this in 1919. He said, Christmas is about the birth of the Christ consciousness at the center of the human soul. It does not belong to the past. It is a vital, living, present truth. The bringing forth of the Christ child is not work that was finished in Bethlehem. It is taking place in our midst every day. It is this that we celebrate. I love that quote. And I want you to repeat that with me. I'm going to take it one sentence at a time, and I want you to repeat it after me. Christmas is about the birth of the Christ consciousness at the center of the human soul. It does not belong to the past. It is a vital, living, present truth. The bringing forth of the Christ child is not work that was finished in Bethlehem. It is taking place in our midst every day. It is this we celebrate. Thank you. You know, for Unity, Christmas is about the birth of the Christ consciousness within each of us. The Christ consciousness is that part of us that knows the truth of who we are, that knows that we are spiritual beings. It is the awakening of the divine potential and love within us rather than just a historical event. So in Unity, we teach that life is consciousness. And God is life. Therefore, God is consciousness. God is not a being out there somewhere, but being itself, which is consciousness. Jesus said God is spirit and that we are to worship in spirit and truth. We are to worship from that sense and that knowledge that we are spiritual beings, and that is the truth. No one has ever seen God because God is spirit. Neither has anyone ever seen consciousness. But we see and we feel the evidence of that consciousness. Words such as God, spirit, consciousness, love, and light, well, they're just words pointing to truth, pointing to the same truth, pointing to the same essence. You know, the word God or any other word that you use for spirit or consciousness, they're just pointers, pointing to something beyond words. The word God or Jesus will not feed you spiritually any more than the word apple will feed you physically. The word apple is just an invitation to find out what an apple really is by biting into it, by consuming it, by savoring it, by making it part of you. It is only then that you know, that you realize what an apple is. In just the same way, the word God or spirit or divine mind or Jesus or Buddha or Allah or Brahman or any sacred word that you use, it is not the reality that it is pointing to. These sacred words are not the spirituality that we live and that we move and that we have our being in. These words invite us to awaken to the spiritual reality that they point to, that one presence and one power that we call God, and to surrender to that. And instead of trying to consume it, let it consume you. The invitation here is to die to that false sense of self that we call an ego, so that we can awaken up to the truth of who we are. And that was Jesus' realization when he made the statement, I and the Father are one. The Christ consciousness is a living, present truth. It is not limited to the past, but is continually being brought forth in our lives as we acknowledge its presence and our oneness with it. This ties in beautifully with the quote that Charles had, that we just quoted. The bringing forth of the child, the Christ child, is not work that was finished in Bethlehem. It is taking place in our midst every day. It is this that we celebrate. It's this that we celebrate every Christmas, but it's also something that we can celebrate every day. We can look at the Christ consciousness also as universal love. And my favorite apostle and writer in the New Testament is the Apostle John. It is he who said that God is love. In 1 John 4:8, he wrote, whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. Love was Jesus' central message, and it is the true spirit of Christmas. And this true spirit of Christmas is about manifesting love in everyday actions. This love is inclusive. It's extending to all people regardless of their background or beliefs. It reflects our unity principle of oneness and interconnectedness. So love is the language, demonstration, and realization of oneness. You know, in my message last night, I quoted the 13th century German mystic Meister Eckhart, and he said this. He said, we are all meant to be mothers of God. God is always needing to be born. I love that quote. And it emphasizes the idea that each of us has the potential to give birth to the divine within ourselves and in our daily lives. And it's a powerful reminder that our role in nurturing and manifesting the divine presence. That is our role, to nurture that, to manifest it. John also is the apostle who said God is light. And speaking of Jesus in 1 John 1:5, he wrote, "This is the message that we have heard from him and declare to you. God is light. In him there is no darkness at all." So this whole concept of God being light is a significant theme in the New Testament, especially in John's writings. It emphasizes the purity, the truth, and illuminating presence of the divine in the world. And we are the vessels through which that presence is made manifest on earth. The symbolism of light illustrates how the Christ light within us can illuminate our lives and the lives of others. Jesus said, "I am the light of the world." But more importantly, he said, "You are the light of the world." Just as Christmas lights brighten the season, our inner light can bring peace and joy to the world. Last night I reminded, this past Friday, I reminded that every Christmas is a new birth, and every day can be a Christmas. It's a new opportunity, every day is, for each of us to give birth to more of the light, to more of the good, more of the true, and to commit ourselves to nurturing that light, trusting in it, believing in its presence within us, sending it forth with every choice that we make to bring more and more of it into expression. Unity teaches that spiritual practices are essential tools for us to use to help nurture and express the Christ consciousness within us. And these practices that we teach here are daily reminders and pathways to connect with our inner divinity and to bring forth those qualities of love and peace and wisdom into the lives of the world, into our lives, and to bring it into the world as well. Meditation, of course, is one of our key spiritual practices here, and it's used to help quieten our mind and tune into the divine presence within us. And through regular meditation, and it's something that we need to practice, we can experience a deeper sense of peace and clarity, and as we align ourselves with that Christ presence within us. So meditation allows us to tap into our inner guidance. It allows us to tap into that wisdom that's always there for us. And by tapping into that wisdom through meditation, it fosters personal growth and a spiritual awakening. Prayer, like meditation, is similar to meditation, is one of our central practices here. For us, prayer and unity is not about petitioning a distant deity, but rather it's about affirming the truth of our oneness with God. Affirmative prayer helps us to recognize and claim our divine nature, bringing about a shift in our consciousness that reflects divine order, reflects health and prosperity. Prayer is also the practice of gratitude. Meister Eckhart, one of my favorite quotes of his is, he said, "If the only prayer you ever said was thank you, that would be sufficient." So we are grateful by acknowledging our oneness with Spirit and the goodness of life. Unity also teaches that expressing the Christ consciousness through acts of kindness is a powerful way to manifest divine love, to manifest it in the world. You know, simple acts of compassion and generosity, whether towards oneself or your loved ones or strangers, these practices, simple practices of love and compassion and generosity, can help us cultivate a spirit of service and interconnectedness. And by embodying the principles of love and kindness, we become the beacons of light, uplifting those around us. And this is what Jesus was talking about when he said, "You are the light of the world." Embracing the Christ consciousness is a profound spiritual journey that catalyzes personal growth and healing. And by recognizing the divine presence within ourselves, we begin to view our lives through the lens of love and compassion and wisdom. This shift in consciousness empowers us to release old patterns of fear and doubt and limitation, opening us to unlimited potential. And as we nurture this inner light, we experience healing on multiple levels: physical, emotional, and spiritual. The Christ consciousness encourages us to forgive, to let go of past grievances, and to embrace the wholeness and perfection that resides within each and every one of us. And so this inner healing not only restores our sense of well-being, but it also enhances our capacity to connect with others from a place of genuine love and empathy. Living from the Christ consciousness also imbues our lives with a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. We become more attuned to our true calling and aligned with our highest values. Our actions become expressions of divine love, contributing to a more harmonious and compassionate world. And the world needs that love, needs that compassion today. And we are here to bring that love and compassion. This transformative power brings a profound sense of joy and peace and contentment as we realize that we are co-creators with the divine, bringing forth more of the good, the true, and the beautiful in every moment. So at this time, I'm going to invite you to join me in a meditation. So just allow yourself to relax and close your eyes if you wish. But I invite you now to take a deep breath and let it out slowly as we relax into our chair. So we begin to just become still. We still our bodies. We become mindful of the activity of our mind, and we let it settle down as well. And as you breathe in deeply, I want you to feel the presence of divine love filling your entire being. With each breath, just allow yourself to feel the presence of spirit, the presence of love. The presence of love in this room. And as you exhale, release any tension or worry and continue to breathe gently and calmly. So we'll just take a few moments, breathing in deeply, feeling that presence of love and spirit, and exhaling, releasing any tension or worry. And we do this just for a moment. Breathing in, breathing out. And as you relax in your seat right now, I invite you to imagine a beautiful, radiant light at the very center of your heart. Just imagine that. Use your imagination and imagine this bright, brilliant light right where your heart is. And that light is the Christ consciousness within you, a spark of the divine. Spark of the divine love, a spark of the divine wisdom. It is right there at the center of your heart. And just envision that light, a bright light. And feel its warmth and feel its brilliance. And with each breath, feel it expand within you, growing brighter and growing larger. Envision the light, feel the presence, feel the warmth with each breath that you make. And we'll rest here right now just for a little while. We'll rest. Silently we rest. So visualize that light now growing brighter, even brighter than it was and stronger. Visualize that light not just around your heart, but actually just going through your entire body from head to toe. Jesus said, "You are the light of the world." Imagine yourself being that light. Imagine yourself being full of light. And all that that light implies, the love, the wisdom, the strength, the power. And as that light grows brighter and you feel it more deeply, you feel a sense of joy, you feel a sense of peace, and you feel a sense of unconditional love. And I want you to know that this is your essence. This is your divine nature that we can tap into at any time. So just feel that for just a little bit. Allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to see it in your mind's eye. So now I invite you to imagine this light flowing outward, touching every aspect of your life. See it shining in your relationships, in your work, in your daily interactions. Feel this love and compassion that you are giving birth to. Bringing the Christ consciousness into the world. Bringing the Christ consciousness into your affairs. Being the light that you are meant to be. Being the light that you are. So just allow yourselves to feel that. That light flowing outward. Knowing that as you leave today, you are taking that light with you. That light is always within you, ready for you to call upon it, for strength, for peace, for whatever need. I'm going to invite you to say a little affirmation with me. I'll go over it slowly and just repeat after me. I am a perfect expression of divine love. I am a perfect expression of divine love. The Christ consciousness is born within me. The Christ consciousness is born within me, guiding my thoughts, actions, and words. I bring forth the light of love, peace, and wisdom. Love, peace, and wisdom in all that I do. So we're just going to pause right here and just rest in this silence, allowing ourselves to feel the presence of Spirit within, to allow ourselves to feel the Spirit that surrounds us, that we live and that we move and we have our being in. And allowing us to feel that light, to see that light within and all that it implies. So we rest just for a moment. So I invite you to gently return your awareness to this present moment. And I invite Linda to join me back on the stage. As you bring yourself back to this present moment, carry with you the understanding that this light, this Christ consciousness is ever present within you. It guides you, heals you, and transforms you. Not just during the Christmas season, but every day of the year. So take a deep breath in, exhale slowly, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes feeling refreshed and renewed, ready to manifest the Christ light in every moment.
Well, thank you, Reverend David. The first time I'd ever heard about metaphysical and what the Christ meant, I was just amazed, and I can just see how this meditation today has brought it forth in everybody. I'm sure it felt good with me, and just using that word visualization is a big deal. You know, visualizing that Christ expanding that light just is wonderful. Thank you so much for that detailed explanation. That was wonderful.
Thank you, Linda. And Adam, thank you so much for being such a wonderful musician and providing us with your gift of song. Thank you so much.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah. And also, we want to thank Ibrahim over there, who is working our video. Thank you, Ibrahim. Well, at this time, let us take to heart our vision and mission statement, mission and statement of being, which is shown here on the screen.
We have a global vision. Will you please speak that with me? Our vision is a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening.
And we have a sacred mission. Will you say that with me? We inspire and empower spiritual growth to awaken us and transform the world.
And we have a personal statement of being. Will you please say that with me? I am a dynamic center of the Christ light, mighty to unfold my good and radiate that good to all.
So we do have a few important announcements for you today, so please remember also that additional information for all of these announcements can be found in our newsletter and on our website.
Please make sure that you have your 2025 membership renewal completed, either by filling out the paper form in the fellowship room or online by filling out the electronic version. And that's really easy to do. I did it. And I just had to push, that last little button, and Bingo, it was
Bingo,
done.
it was there. So also our annual general meeting will be held the last Sunday of January the 26th, and that is from 12 to 1 p.m. So everyone is invited.
On December 29th, we will be having our annual Burning Bowl ceremony, and David will be speaking on the topic, letting go of the old to let in the new.
Also, during the Burning Bowl service, we do we do three things in the Burning Bowl service. We have a time of gratitude, we have a time of letting go, and then we also have a time, what we call Letter to God, where we just write down the things that we are expecting, not just hoping, but we're visualizing these things, and we do it we write a letter to God or to the universe, God by whatever name you want to call it, and then we send it out next year. We send that letter back to you. So it's always interesting to see what intentions you have set. And so this year we don't have a postal service right now, so we can't mail it to you. So. Oh, is it up and running? Well, we weren't sure. So, yeah, we weren't sure. And even if it is up and running, how swiftly is it running? It's going to take a while. So what we have is we have those. If you know you wrote the letter, Anna, do you have them? Yeah. So Anna has them. And so if you remember and know that you wrote a letter last year and you would like to get it, just go to Anna. And we're not going to ask her to track down everybody. If you had written a letter last year, then go to Anna. She has it, and she'll hand it to you.
As a reminder, our prayer chaplain, Sean Sharkey, is available for prayer today, directly after the service. And that's just upstairs in the prayer room.
So also, just all of our classes and programs and services are made possible by your generous donations of your time, talent, and treasure. We're deeply grateful for all of our volunteers and our heartfelt thanks for your continuous support. We've created a lot of easy ways to donate. You can donate online or through our website. Also, there's a link in our newsletter each week. And so we do bless you and thank you for your loving and generous support.
We have a love offering box over here by the foyer, by the door, with offering envelopes and pens, where you can drop in your tithe or your love offering as you leave the chapel. For your prayers, love, time, patience, service, and support, we thank you. We invite you now to stand and let's open our hearts and minds in gratitude as we close by speaking out loud, or you can say it to yourself if you'd like, our love offering prayer, followed by the peace song and closing with the prayer of protection. Divine love in me and through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of the love surrounds us. The love of the divine enfolds us,
We are love.
and the peace of love fills us.
We are peace.
The power of love protects us,
We are power.
and the presence of love watches over us.
We are presence.
And wherever we are, love is.
All is divine.
And my friends, you truly are. Thank you so much for being here and joining us. And please invite us, come with us upstairs and have some food and good fellowship. Got it? Yes, you can. Thank you. Hey, thank y'all for being here. Hope you.
Some the other night, like for Christmas.
Yeah, apparently I brought some.
Yeah, I had some. Yeah, it was really good. Thank you. There you go.
Is the microphone off?
I didn't